of honor. Yes. Now, we're ready to put it on. Empress Saida, the only one you need to know when it comes to a great show. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about right there, player. Every week we come to you live because we don't take no jive, and that's how we do when we live. Y'all feel me? Y'all understand me? Y'all know what I'm talking about? Empress Saida, everybody. Y'all, there she is in the flesh. What's going on, Empress Saida? Happy Monday to you.
Happy Monday. Thank you for having me back. Thank you for those that tune in, that understand technology and what happened earlier. The show usually starts at 6 p.m. Eastern time, but when you're having a live production, anything can happen.
That's right.
That's why a lot of shows, they pre-recorded to avoid these kind of things, but we want to bring it live so you can see the real deal.
We live, baby.
We live, baby. We live, baby.
Yes, indeed. We don't play around with that recorded stuff. You crazy. So what's going on? Talk to the people. Talk to the people.
Well, I just want to say thank you, everyone that tunes in every Monday at 6 p.m. And for all those people that follow me all these years and they be very loyal to what I'm doing and my progression and their compliments, I appreciate. But I just want to let you guys know that if you see that little icon over there that is red, that's my new Empress Saida app that is out on the Apple and Android Apple Store. Woohoo!
Soon it'll be out. Yes.
Right
soon
now.
And very soon it'll be out. Yes, indeed. Wow,
Listen,
that's going to be great.
It's about to, I think in a couple days to a week, you guys are going to be able to freely download this app and get all the goodies about this app. This app is an entertaining app. It's a positive app. It's all, and the reason why I decided to go for it and create it is because I'm a body influencer and a plus size model, and there's always been some, violation here, control here, and I didn't want to experience that. And I know a lot of the creators are going through the same thing. So I said, you know what? Let's create something where we have the freedom. There's no algorithm. There's no control. Of course, we got to do great work and keep into like the guidelines as well. But there's no control. Whoever subscribes on this platform is going to be able to view your content. Like for instance, in other platforms, you could have 100,000 people following. That doesn't mean that 100,000 people are watching your content. In this platform, if I have 100,000 subscribers, you bet that 100,000 subscribers is going to watch your content and that you're doing. So I think this is a great opportunity for you guys to tune in and broadcast and showcase what you have. Also, before we move forward, for those that don't know, this app is a radio station as well. It's a 24/7 radio station, and you can also have a broadcast. So if you're a broadcaster, you want to have a informative show or a fun show, whatever it is, you can always email or give me a call with what kind of opportunity we have. If you go there, you could see the radio, you could see the TV, we have a TV station as well.
Right, like when you were telling me about it.
We could showcase indie movies.
Wow. Now, I see up here, Saida, you've got this the Empress Saida radio station, and then there's like this little slider. Now, what is that for? What is that slider going to be for?
Well, the slider is for ads. So if you want to promote yourself, your content, your brand, you can always promote whatever you're. Let's say you have the radio show and you have these bands that will go through the app showcasing the stuff that you want to showcase. So that's a great opportunity to advertise your product, your content, and it's welcome to everyone.
Wow.
Also, the TV station is not a podcast, it's a TV station. So if you click on the other one where it says in the menu where it says TV station there, you can have a whole full-blown TV show. You can showcase your movie. You can showcase your music video. You can, you can have your own opportunity to showcase your own show and have all your followers subscribe and, and watch your content too. And this is going to be a game changer because everybody is going to be able to see your content. Another thing about this app.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Merchandise. I have an affiliation with the #1 company in the world that everybody knows is Amazon. If you click here and you click where it says get your Amazon, you click right in there. It takes you directly to my Amazon store.
Wow, look at that. Okay.
And that is Empress Saida storefront. Now, you see those lists of stuff that I posted there? Those are just my favorite stuff that I wanted to share with you guys that I use, that if you want to buy, you can go directly click on it. You could click on one of them, Marcel, and you can see, click on the headphones. You could click on the headphone. It takes you right there. If you purchase, I get credited for it. Now, you always had the opportunity to go outside of my store and also purchase anything from Amazon, and someone else will get credited. So why not build our own community? And you could support, Empress Saida, and the way you support it is by actually purchasing from my storefront. And eventually, as I grow, because remember, it's pennies, it add up to $1. And the more I can grow the business, I can help back the community. Not right now, so guys, be patient. It takes a time to build. Another thing about the app, if you go into the search bar, someone downloaded my storefront. They were like, those are the only items you selling? I'm like, I don't want to talk bad about people, but guys, you guys are so lazy. Like, I have to feed you with everything. I'm like, go into the search bar, go, look for whatever item you want. Like, let's show it, Marcel. Like, you go to the search bar, click on cameras. You click on camera, and it takes you there.
Drawers, like dresser drawers. So you want me to click on cameras?
Well, you could do drawer. Yeah, I mean, you could leave it there. You could buy anything from any part of the world. You go into the search bar, so you're not limited. It's my storefront, but I don't have no limitations with Amazon. Whatever.
This is the regular Amazon then. Okay, wow. This is just regular Amazon.
This is regular Amazon. The difference is that my vehicle is going to get credited because you purchased through my storefront. It's like having a toothbrush at Walmart and the same toothbrush at CVS Pharmacy. If you buy from Walmart, Walmart makes the money. If you buy it from CVS, CVS makes the money. So this is Amazon. Now I have my virtual store. So if you buy from me, I get a commission. It's not a lot. Some of them, it's very little, but like I said, from a penny to a penny, you get into $1. Okay. So I would appreciate everyone, because I'm telling you, Marcel, right now, I believe that 95% of the people have an Amazon account.
Absolutely.
I'm 95.
I have one, and I'm going to start. Me and my wife are going to start buying from this one. I'm going to tell you that right now. Yes, indeed. We're buying from, because what's the difference? But it's no difference. It's no difference. So of course, we help you when we do it. That's a no-brainer. Plus, here's the other thing. Let me say this. Okay, so let's say I'm inside the app and I'm just hanging out, maybe I'm listening to the radio station, or maybe I'm watching the TV, and then you may even say something about something on Amazon, and I'm like, well, I don't want to leave the app. I don't have to. I can just go right into the merchandise, click on it, and I'm right in the Amazon app anyway, man. Like, that's too easy. That's too easy.
Too easy. Like I said, you see this product like today, the Sol de Janeiro. This is beautiful. A lot of people always say, why your skin, shines so much? This is like really, really shiny. I put it on my body, and you can just go into the search bar, go into Sol de Janeiro,
okay,
and go through my store
I'm gonna put
and
it in
purchase
there
from right there.
How do you spell it?
Yes, right there, and you find it. Sol de Janeiro
How do you spell it?
Glow Oil. So it's SOL
Mm-hmm.
space JANEIRO.
All right, and then we're gonna hit search, and boom, there it is.
Bam! Look at
Boom.
all those products. You see, and I don't have to have any of those products in my cabinet waiting to ship or anything like that. And you get more options. You get the whole brand. That's what I said. Like I was called by, I sent the information to a family member and they were like, I want to find this. I said, just search for whatever you want. They didn't understand. They thought that Facebook just gave me the opportunity to buy, to sell a couple little items.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it. They didn't understand that you could buy anything at any part of the world. And I'll give you a prime example. I love this girl. She's a good friend of mine. She started as a client and we became cool friends. And we supposed to go to an event this weekend. And she told me, I just purchased 3 pink dresses from Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized, people don't know. I'm like, do you use my store? She didn't use my store. She went directly to her Amazon and purchased it. And what people don't understand, they don't know. Like people just think like, no, her store must be different. No. It's not different. So, you don't have to do this. You don't have to purchase from my store. This is optional to you. But if you think business and community wise, it is smart that if we are friends, you purchase from my store. It's just like a no-brainer because if you're not purchasing from my store, trust me, an invisible person that you are purchasing from is getting the credit. Someone is getting the credit out there, Marcel. Somebody. Yes.
Somebody. I believe that. I definitely do. You got a point there. Definitely.
Yes. Right. Somebody's getting it, and that's how it is. So when it comes to that, I appreciate everyone. Like to download the app and purchase the products that you need from Amazon, do it from there, and that will help the community. It helps builds the app more and more and more, and then that way I'm able to give back to the community eventually in life. Okay, so that's everything from the app. Yeah, that's everything from the app. And I also wanted to talk about other things. For those that are out there, you can always call this number. Can you tell them the number to call in, Marcel?
Yes, the number
1-800.
It's
1-877.
Yeah, there it is. 877-482-7898. Once again, I'll put it on the screen there. It's 877-482-7898. That's the number you can call into Saida, Empress Saida.
Yeah, and right another thing I wanted to say before we go into the other topics that I have some juice stuff to say is that tomorrow to Wednesday, all electronics items on Amazon is going to be 50%, 80%, 70%, 20%, 5%, whatever percentage is on discount right now. So I already get the list in advance of all the items that are on discount. So we do flashes like big screen TV. All of that is on big discount right now, starting tomorrow, and it ends to Wednesday. So a lot of times you guys don't know this information. So it's my job to share this with you so you could take advantage of it. I have the whole list. It's a huge list. I can't even finish. I was like, oh my God, this is all on sale.
You know what? So, it's like QVC. You ever see that lady? And they'll say, now we have, and then you can see it right there. We have right now, you can get the brand New Balance. And then this one right here. You know what? I see that in the future. I see it. Yes. I like that.
Yes. So that's how it works. And then, a lot of people that knows me, I was born and raised in Panama. And Panama was celebrating this past Saturday, the 8th, separation from Panama to Colombia. So a lot of people went and gathered in Brooklyn and had festivities. And, my phone was ringing like, where are you? You're supposed to be here partying with us. But I was upstate in my son's homecoming game. So I apologize for those people. I hope you guys had a good time celebrating the Panamanian festivities, even though I was called and told that, on the Friday they have something called the Dianas where all the drummers play, and it's supposed to be so soul generating, like exciting. But
Okay.
sadly, at that place called the Michelle, there was a shooting. Somebody had to go and shoot it out, and someone ended up being dead. So, my condolences for those people. A lot of people that I know, they know like the people that were part of this thing. So my condolences. And like I said, we can't do celebrations like this. The crime has to stop. And like I said, the next day people went back and they party and anyway, because they're like, this is a big event. Sadly, something happened, but life continues. But I just wanted to tell those condolences and keep it moving, and make sure when you have a good time out there, like all this shooting and stuff is not cool. It doesn't even encourage you to go anywhere. Like you don't even want to go out. You go there, something happened,
I
and
know,
in New
right?
York is just look at what happened in Vegas. Like, were you out there when that happened
No, but I
in
heard about
Vegas?
that. The whole Vegas thing was crazy because, one of those, and I know you're going to tell the story, but one of those ladies, and they have a lot of showgirls and different people that do things
Mm-hmm.
in Vegas. And it's just so unfortunate because somebody went out there and stabbed up a bunch of those ladies, man, and it was not cool. There it is right there. Tell them about it because you were telling me. Yeah.
No, no, no. I mean, I saw and I know that you live in Vegas, so I didn't really went into the story because I'll tell you something, Marcel. Sometimes you want to know what's going on, but then at the same time you don't want to know what's going on because it's so much negativity. It does not help.
Hmm.
Because and you wake up and all you see is stabbing, shooting, this and that. That's not good for your body and soul and mind. So when I saw that, I sent it to you because you live out there. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even want to read through it because
Yeah.
that day I wanted to start the day positive, and I was like, "Look, this is terrible. I don't even want to know." But I check up on you because I know you over
Well, I
there.
appreciate that. And it says here,
Yeah.
according to reports, 2 people are dead, and that's a shame. And several others are injured after a stabbing attack in Las Vegas earlier today. Now, this was a few days ago, of course. Las Vegas
Mm-hmm.
police say that the suspect has been taken into custody, and the weapon they recovered was a large kitchen knife. Las Vegas Police Captain Dory Corinne said during the afternoon press conference. So, wow, that's the kind of stuff that unfortunately goes on in Vegas. And then you got big cities like New York, and you got different places. I mean, you'll have that, but I thank you for bringing that because that brings it to the national stage, right, where everybody can kind of understand what's going on. So, still come to Las Vegas, have a good time, but like all places, you got to be a little
Yeah.
careful, right?
Don't let that discourage you. And yes, and moving forward, something really caught my attention because the app Empress Saida app is really was motivated by body positivity.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a body positivity advocate, and I was scrolling through and I saw that they were heavily things said towards Lizzo. And trust me, I love Lizzo. I love Lizzo music. I know she's a plus size model, and she really brought a lot of encouragement to plus size women. But like everything goes to an extreme, it gets sidetracked and we lose the purpose. So if you could play that video, Marcel, you see what I'm talking about, and then we can comment.
Okay,
in
sure.
there, and I
Disturbing
just
trend
can't
going on in
All
America.
right, sure, let's do it. Let's play it right now. Let's get some volume here on it and see what's going on. Just 1 second, having a little audio difficulty here. There we go. Now let's bring it
To
up.
fit ideology or just to fit what you want reality to be.
You share it out.
We see a lot of that in 2022.
Let's go back real quick. I'm sorry, Saida. Here we
There's
go,
a
right here.
disturbing trend going on in America these days. Rewriting
Bring it out.
science to fit ideology or just to fit what you want reality to be. We've gone from fat acceptance to fat celebration. That's new. That is new.
Rewriting science to fit ideology or just to fit what you want reality to be. We see a lot of that in 2022.
To view letting yourself go as a point of pride? We used to at least try and be fit and healthy, and society praised those who succeeded. Now the term body positivity is used to mean I'm perfect the way I am because I'm me. It's Orwellian how often positivity is used to describe what's not healthy.
Yeah, but what's wrong with that?
Of course you can get away with anything bad for you when you're young, but let me ask you this. Have you ever seen a fat 90-year-old? There's a disturbing trend going on.
All right. So is he saying that this is not good to have a positive outlook on yourself? Is that what he's saying? Like, that's what it sounds like he's saying.
No. Well, like I said, it's always yin and yang. I understand, even though I'm a body positivity advocate and I'm thick and I go mostly on the heavier side, I understand what he's talking about. Definitely, everyone should focus on eating healthier, exercising, and living a healthier life. But at the same time, that's where things went wrong. A lot of people that were very obese or fat or many things like that, they go through too much depression. They tend not to love themselves. So body positivity came in to uplift who you are as a person. But at the same time, like I always tell, if you are so overweight, and honestly, if you overweight and you are not exercising or eating unhealthy, you are unhealthy, and that's going to complicate your health. But what's happening? In a lot of our communities, we were not taught to eat healthy. Now there's more information. More people were eating more junk. If you see in the minority communities, it was more junk food eating most of the time. So most people were like obese. Now, when it comes to me, and I'll speak for myself,
these days, rewriting
naturally, genetically, you could turn me into a very skinny woman if I guess through certain type of lifestyle. But naturally, genetically, my entire family is on the thicker side. We have thick legs, thick thighs, and we more thick. Now, I eat healthier than a regular person. I'm telling you. And I work out, and I'm still thick. So I wouldn't say, oh, she's unhealthy. She doesn't do this. So it's a catch-22 now. When he's talking about Lizzo promoting how she is, they feel like she's not healthy and she's making more women love themselves of the way they are, which is not a bad thing. But at the same time, something is misleading. Like, for instance, if Lizzo was the type to like, listen, we are thick, but we are healthy. We are thick, we're working out. Even if you're obese, make sure you love yourself, but you go towards becoming healthy. One thing is that everything is so extreme. No, in America, it was like, you're supposed to be skinny. You're supposed to look this way. So everybody on the plus side was depressed, sad. So it's a balance. It's not, whatever the man is saying is not 100% wrong. And whatever Lizzo is doing is not 100% wrong. There's got to be a medium ground. And where I come from and what I think is like, if you are on the thicker side, make sure you always keep active and you change the way you eat. And then people will say, okay, she's healthy, she's thick. But if you let yourself go and you say, well, this is body positivity, I got to love myself the way I am, then that's wrong. Another thing that people forget about body positivity, there are a lot of people that are born with special things within them. They got a different kind of body. They have a peculiar way of looking. And you can't shame them or talk bad about them. You got to uplift them. That is body positivity. There's a model, I forgot her name. She doesn't have a leg. And she's very, very famous. And she has this prosthetic leg. That's body positivity, because we see her beauty and she's making it work with what she has. That's the real body positivity. It's actually loving who you are, but not just letting yourself go. Because of course, the man says, do you ever see an old person being fat? when people get a certain age, they lose weight naturally. By the time you're 60 something, your body just start losing weight by itself. So most old people don't even tend to be fat. Even if you were fat, you just lose weight. It's natural. It's natural. That's what aging does. Like in your 40s, it's hard for you to lose weight because your body holds on to all the fat. But when you turn 50, 60, your body just shredding everything. So when it comes to this, you have, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I just don't feel like anybody has a right to tell another person how they should look. Like it's not you. Like, how do you get to tell another person how they should look? You know what I mean? And I'm going to tell you, there are so many people who, because of the years and years of Hollywood or mainstream media selling this really skinny lady that you're supposed to be like, and then on top of it, you may eat healthy. I try to eat healthy, but there are a lot of people, there aren't healthy alternatives available. So we eat what we can eat, right? And for people to come out and say that, I just think it's wrong. I do. I think we all are here for 100 years. If we get 100 years out of the deal, then we can count that as a blessing. And so inside of your, from 1 year old to 100, just be happy with who you are and be positive about your body, and to hell with people who tell you that you're supposed to look like they want you to look. That is ridiculous. And as far as that Bill Maher guy,
I understand where you're coming from, Marcel, but at the same time,
okay,
we have to be careful how we say it too. Because a lot of people think, oh, love me for who I am. And then they eat in all the wrong food. And then they have heart attacks. And they have high blood pressure. So I always say, love who you are. The only way you love yourself is by taking care of yourself with what you have. If you don't take care of yourself, you don't love yourself.
You're right. I get it.
That's what I think.
I'm just sensitive to people telling other people what they can and can't do. That's all. But you got a point, though, definitely. So I get it.
So, just love who you are. Because like I said, I never was accepted in Hollywood. They always look at me like, you too thick, you too this, you too that. And I said, I'm good. And I guess I'm not accepted over here. But you can't tell me I can't do this and I can't do that. And I can understand that part. But at the same time, I try to do the best I can with my own resources to keep it as healthy as possible. Now, if I'm not skinny, I love how I look. I really do. And my main thing is, like, if I could do the split or get on the pole or dance and shake it, I'm good. So when he said, I think he just went to extreme, and it's really like too like harsh. So, but I get it. I wanted to bring it to a point.
And we kind of made our point. So Velvet Jones over here on the Empress Saida on your Instagram page says, he says, I don't agree. We have to tell the truth, but be respectful. So that's in line with what you said. So Velvet Jones, go ahead and give us a call. We want to hear from you, man. The number's on the screen. It's 877, right? 482-7898. You see that number right there on the screen. 877-482-7898. Because that's what he said. He says, I don't agree with we have to tell the truth. Be respectful. So let's hear your side of it before we move on.
Yeah, but what he doesn't agree? He doesn't agree with me, or he doesn't agree with what the man said? Or he doesn't agree.
He doesn't agree with me. Because remember I said.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like I said, honestly, Marcel, listen, I'm on the thick side, but I'm always working to improve ourselves. And honestly, when you are unhealthy and you are obese, there's a difference. There's people genetic makeup in certain areas. We tend to be thicker than other people. That's a genetic makeup. Now I have thick bones underneath I'm a big boned person, right?
Okay.
And solid and everything. So of course I could do better to be more muscular and everything like that. But the way I eat, I could see a skinny person eating that and more and never gain no weight. So we are made differently. But at the same time, if you stay obese, you're going to suffer with heart attacks, diabetes, arthritis. So we have to really work on ourselves. Like me right now, I wake up in the morning, I walk, I work out, I do many things just to stay healthy, not really to get skinny, but to be able to sustain my weight. I got to be able to run with the weight I got. I got to be able to do everything another person. A lot of times skinny people aren't healthy either. They don't eat well, they don't exercise, and they can get a heart attack, but most likely the thicker person. I'm the kind of person, you tell me the truth, I'm always about improving myself. And if a doctor comes and says, listen, you overweight, you need to do this, you need to do that, I'm going to listen, and I'm going to do it because it's for my own health. There are people they're so overweight, and yes, I love you for who you are, but they can't breathe. That's not healthy. We got to tell them the truth. Listen, you got to do this. But It's a way to go about it.
Well, we got Velvet Jones on the line. He's ready to talk to us. Welcome, Mr. Jones. How you doing, sir? Yeah.
Peace. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling?
We all right, Mr. Velvet Jones. We love that you took the time out to write something on Instagram, and I know that was at me, which is cool, right? We like that. But tell us how you feel, brother. Okay.
No, it wasn't really at you, because I hear where you're coming from. Because a part of me does agree with what you're saying, but a part of me that has been through something myself personally knows that we have to tell people if we love someone, though. If you love someone, you have to come from a space of love and tell them when something, if you see something it has gotten out of hand, then you have to speak on it, but speak on it in a way where you're still respectful, you're still able to maintain a good relationship with that person, because you don't want to hurt the person's feelings, but then also you want to tell them something to let them know you're coming from a space of love, and you want them to make a change because you see them headed in the wrong direction. Because one thing about we can have body positivity, but the reason why I said I went through something personally is because I had two parents that passed away from cancer. And it's one thing that I've learned about cancer is it loves to live in fat cells. That's where it hides, in fat cells. And fat cells can be deposited everywhere. It's not always about the things that we see. Your organs start developing fat on it as well. Oh. So when people tell people to try to get healthy, these are the things that they're thinking about. They're thinking about the worst case scenario.
You don't sound like a bad guy.
Do you think, sorry to cut you, do you think that the way the man expressed himself, it was the truth, or it was too blunt, or could hurt people, or do you agree or you disagree of the way he delivered his message?
Go ahead. Could you hear Velvet?
Yeah.
Well, go ahead and respond. Say it again, Saida.
No, I was asking. I know that he mentioned that sometimes you got to say the truth, but in the video, does he feel like the guy was?
I did hear
harsh?
His delivery is for he's doing a TV show, so it was for to sensationalize the topic.
So what do you think about Lizzo and the way she is portraying women in the positive body positivity way? What do you think about that?
Hey, say it again so he can hear you. Go ahead. Say it, Saida.
No, what does he think about how Lizzo is portraying the world of fluffiness? What do you agree, or do you feel like she's helping or she's hurting women in the plus size world? What do you think?
Oh man, I'm about to.
Do you know who Lizzo is?
I'm about to get serious about this now, because this is for real now. You were making a statement earlier. Something you said, and I heard you say, you were talking about genetics and how certain things look. When I look at Lizzo, the places where she has fat at are not the places that men find attractive. I'm just a man. I'm just a man who's keeping it honest here. Now, if Lizzo was shaped like you, per se, because there's women who we keep saying, oh, plus size models. Well, let's be honest. When we say models, when the word model comes after that word, after the words plus size, those women have a particular shape. I'm talking about curvaceous with invisible waist almost. You know what I'm saying? These are feats that only certain women of a particular background can take form, and we know who they are. You know, Black, African and Hispanic women with African backgrounds. But Lizzo, back to your question, your point, is it good? Is it positive? What she's doing? I don't think so. Because I'm not a big fan of any woman over sexualizing herself. That's just me. Period. So a woman who needs to live a healthier lifestyle, I think. Now, if Lizzo went in the gym, came back, and she didn't have to, like, don't go crazy and, like, just, tighten it up a little bit. Eat a little better. But like you said, it's not easy for everybody, but learn your body type, because everybody has a certain way your body wants to eat. You just have to learn and listen
or even
to it.
break down fat. Like, I'll give you a prime example. When I start like working out hard, right? Because I have done it before, my face would get so small and everything on my top goes small, but my thighs don't go anywhere. It will stay like it won't go nowhere. My thighs, my butt will stay exactly the same. And then my face gets so small to the point that you think like, do you get sick? Are you sick or what happened? And the fat, so I had to go and study, like, listen, my body type, their exercise, the way of eating is different, because if I lose weight, I cannot do what other women do, because they lose their weight differently. So that's what I said, we have to like think about how we are, how we made up to take ourselves. And I'm always about improvement. There are times I might gain a little more weight, and right away I say, okay, this gotta go. And I'm still a body positivity advocate, because you got to love who you are. And I think, like, when people tell me, I love the truth, and I love to hear from men too. Like, for instance, I'm a big heavy on the bottom. That's just my natural makeup. I see these women that are skinny, and this is to get out a little bit of the topic, that put implants all around that weight. They don't have the body makeup to carry that weight. Do you understand how much I sweat when I run or I do squat? Because my bottom is heavy, and you have to have strength to carry the weight on the bottom. And how I learned that, when I took pole dancing classes, like, you have to have a hard, strong core to be able to lift that. So these women that are skinny, want to have thick thighs and look curvy, they don't even have the strength to carry that weight. You understand what I'm saying? So that was just to get off the subject. But going back with talking about Lizzo, I love Lizzo music, but at the same time, I feel like you sometimes, because it's like, is she portraying us good? Are men really like what they see? Are they? Or this is some? So I'm glad that you said it.
Man,
it's only one opinion, but I'm happy to hear it from a man.
We got a lot of people on here too, man. We got another guy. What's your name, sir? You said your name earlier. What is your name, please?
My name is Muhammad. I live in New York City.
All right, Muhammad. What do you want to say to Empress Saida? Go ahead.
Hey, I kind of agree with how she purports herself, or her body type and everything like that. And also, I like it when, proportionate women like her work out, because it shows that she's actually herself. Now, the ones who are like really out of control and like really obese and really it's unhealthy to the point where they could die, because it brings on all types of ailments like diabetes, high blood pressure, stroke. Because
Yeah, you know you got a point there. You got a point there, brother. And I want to bring you in with the other brother as well. So I want to put both of you guys on because both of you guys have really good points, right? And I'm bringing you both in on like a conference because I think it's important to talk to both of you guys. So we got Brother Muhammad on the phone, and we got what was your name again? The other guy. I'm sorry, sir. What was your name again? Hello? Yeah.
He's in New York. I think he cut off.
No, he's there. I just gotta. Hello?
Brother Jones.
Yeah, Brother Jones. So we got Brother Muhammad, and you are both on. And I hope it's okay, Empress Aida, to have these guys on. We just want to have the calls. So what do you think about what Brother Muhammad said?
I can't hear anything.
Yeah, because you got to listen to me in the phone and not on Instagram. That's why. Like sometimes when you know when they listen on Instagram, it's a delay. So I'm trying to talk to Brother Jones, and then because I like what you said too, Brother Muhammad. So what did you say, Brother Jones? Go ahead.
I know. I'm here. What did Brother Muhammad say again?
Say it again, Brother Muhammad.
Well, I like how Miss Saida is shaped because not only is she shaped right, I also like when she works out because I do see her videos when she works out and stuff. But I also see others that are just letting themselves go and saying that you have to accept me for who I am. I'm like, well, wait a minute. Because I like a thick woman. I do. I like a thick woman that's in shape. She works herself out. She takes care of herself because she's watching out for her health. The other women that are doing that are getting obese and getting out of shape, that leads to heart disease, strokes, diabetes, and if you're in a relationship with somebody, especially a thick woman who's just letting herself go, that can cause a lot of problems because you want to see that person for the long time. You want to grow old with that person, even though she's big and everything like that. You don't want to grow old because of that person because you want them to live, and and you think that they're killing themselves.
Do you guys? But I was gonna explain.
I agree with the brother. The brother is right and exact.
Like for instance, as a model, right? Like as a model in the world of plus size, it starts from size 12 all the way to size 26. And when we have conferences, there's also rivalry with the curvy models, even though we plus size, and then the full figure models, because at one point they all called themselves curvy. And we had a conference where there actually was like neck and neck. Like, why would you call yourself curvy when you size 26? No, but it was a big thing. And I was sitting there and I was like, wow, in the plus size community, these women are neck and neck. And guess what? The highest paid model in the plus size world is size 26. So when you go and trying to get a job, they want you to be all the way size 26 for you to make the most money. And I was like, but this is so unhealthy. So my thing is like, I don't want to be size 26. Size 26, of course. If you are size 26, there's something happened in life where you gain weight. You got to do whatever it takes to take it down to at least size 18. Or because I never was that body positivity type of person to promote or to like coach like women that don't take care of themselves. Because I've met and I've seen it in the plus size world where they model. They're like, I can eat whatever I want to eat because you better like me how I am. And it's not healthy. So I agree with you guys, and we got to say the truth. Even with me, like I said, if I don't take care of myself, I could stay this size or I could gain. But I always make sure like, okay, Saida, tone it down, get it this, get it that. And I wish all the women in the plus size community can do the same thing, so that way we can live healthier. When I go see my doctor, they're like, okay, you good, you strong. Because I'll tell you one thing. When I go to the doctor, I am qualified like overweight. And that's with the chart. They say you overweight. But then the doctors always get surprised with me. They're like, how you're very healthy. You have the heart of a runner. They always told me you have the heart of somebody that run because I have a lot of stamina. And I say, yeah, because I can handle my weight. But the doctors, when you go see them, they don't expect you to be able to handle so much like thickness. They expect you to be like out of shape and this. So that's why I say, if you're a thick woman, make sure you work out. Make sure you eat healthy. And eventually, if you stay the same way or not, then that's meant for you. But like I said, we have to motivate all women of all sizes to live a healthier life, and to work out is what it is. There's no way out of it, you know?
All right, there it is. Hey, brothers, thank y'all for calling, man. We appreciate y'all. Any last words?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you so much for your loyalty.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro. No, you're for me. Go ahead.
Well, one thing I like to leave on is, at the end of the day, what we want for each other is the best version of ourselves, whether that's mentally, physically, and also which it affects when you work on both, you affect the spiritual aspect of yourself. So we just want our sisters to do their best, because I know I'm working on me. I'm trying to work on me, and because that's the whole thing too. If the brothers gonna be criticizing, then we better be up there picking up the weights, and we better be looking like something, because we can't be criticizing Lizzo and we not and we looking like we on the verge of diabetes and all this other stuff. So we got to work on this hand to hand, and we have to be the best version of ourselves for each other. That's all.
All right. What about you?
Yeah,
brother?
I mean,
I
met Lizzo. She's a great person. She's a great person. And like
I agree with that. I mean, we're going to be the best versions of. If we're telling the sisters, hey, I think it's unhealthy for you to look not just look like that, but to also get to the point where it's dangerous. We gotta do it ourselves if we're gonna lead by example. Now, if we're leading by example and she's not taking it, then yeah, it's time to go. But if she can see that you're doing it, the best way to encourage her is baby steps. It's not to say you gotta come on and do this. Now, if she continues down the road of where she does not want to do it at all, like she's just saying I ain't doing it, you're gonna accept me how I am, then yeah, then it's time to move on.
All right.
But I mean, I do like a moderate thick woman who's actually like, I actually go to the gym sometimes and I see them there, so that's what I like. But if she's like really to the point where it's like dangerous, and letting her know, hey honey, I love how you look and everything like that, but I want you to be around for us because we want to build a future together. That's what I'm looking at.
Exactly.
So if I'm going to build a future with somebody, I want to be around them for the long time. I want to grow old with them, not grow old because of them. See, that's the thing. So, I do like a thick woman, but, if she got it in the right places and she's working herself out, I'm all for it.
All right. Well, thank you guys for calling. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
guys. That's what it's all about. Give a round of applause for them brothers right there, man. See? Well, I'm going to tell you, the phone lines are hot. And I was looking over there at the Empress. I was looking at your Instagram, and I saw them commenting. I said, call in, be about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Look at what I'm eating right now,
Oh,
Marcel and you
that looks
guys.
good. That looks really
This
good.
is pineapple.
Yeah, and Saida, I know we're winding up here, but you are, the exception in a lot of ways. You know what I mean? Because you're very proportionate too. You know what I mean? And like the brother said, being curvy, it's a difference than, just being blatantly just overweight, not doing anything, and then saying I'm not gonna do nothing about it, and I look good. Like that is a difference.
But I think I could do better too, because when I'm really 24/7, if I get in the gym, I will be so cut up. Those legs, I'm telling you, it's just that I do the best I can, but I could do better, and I'm trying to find that space and that time where I could really go into the gym. That's why I said there's no excuse. Why not take it to the next level? The older you get, you got to like try new things. Like I was thinking about going and play tennis. I was thinking to play golf. I was thinking to lift weights. Like I'm always thinking about, look, I went into trucking. I'm always thinking about doing things to keep myself active, because it's like they say, you don't use it, you lose it. And let me tell you something. Pineapple This is a secret for you guys and women. You could buy a pineapple for your girlfriend. This is the best thing to eat to keep your friends, down there in the vagina world of women smelling good like pineapple. So you always eat pineapple every day.
She trying to tell y'all something, single fellas. That's all I can hear out the deal. She's trying to tell you know what this
No, because this is nobody talks about this. Let me tell you, Marcel.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know this. If you eat a lot of processed food and a lot of bad food, your body creates like an odor, like when you sweat, and down there will smell like that kind of food. But if you eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, if it smells like fruits and vegetables, it smells clean. It levels the pH level. So if you eat like all this, I don't want to criticize any McDonald's or any type of food, but you can eat it sometime. But if you are a woman, you eat this every day, you're gonna smell like that. So that's why if you don't want to smell like that, just buy some pineapple. I eat pineapple pretty much every day. So just imagine.
All right. All right. Well, I think you made that clear. That's what it is right there, man. Hey, you know what? I love when we get callers and they call in. That's why I always try to look at the social media and I see them. There's a lot of people on social media. Because look, at the end of the day, Saida, we're on Instagram, Facebook, and we're on YouTube, and people are tuning in. And speaking of which, man, let me tell y'all something. Everybody's all over the place. Wait till you guys get a load of this bad baby right here, though. That's when it's going down. Oh,
Yes. I can't wait for that.
man.
So yeah, for those that tune in, I'm so happy. I'm very happy. I wanted to give a shout out for those that don't know. I'm a licensed cosmetologist in the state of New York. So my specialty is shaping eyebrows and microblading. And one of my clients is Tamron Hall. You can show that little. And I did her brows a couple years back for the Oscars. And she gave me a shout out. So I want to give her thank you for giving me a shout out. Can you show that picture, Marcel, of Tamron Hall?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
When I did her brows.
Yep, there it is right there on the screen for you right now. There it is, yeah.
Yes, I did her brows for that the Oscars.
Close up on the brows. Look at that. God.
Yes. So she does have a show as well, and I haven't seen her in quite a while, but I want to give a shout out and thank you for the shout out, Tamron, for telling people that I was your brow technician and I made your brows on fleek. And for those, I'm located in New York. I'm starting to do probably Atlanta, California, and you can visit at www.saidabrows.com. But guess what? You don't have to do that anymore because you can go and make an appointment directly from the Empress Saida app, right, Marcel?
You can make an appointment right inside the app, baby. Yes, indeed. Hey, if you
go
don't
to the
believe me,
menu,
look, if you don't believe me, right here. You see that right there? It says community appointments. You click on appointments and pow, look at it. It opens right up, baby. Yeah, you can make your appointments right there. So this is a game changer. It's going to be a game changer.
Yes.
And I'm proud of you.
Yes, exactly. Yes. And then I wanted to talk about, let's talk a little bit about that Kanye West t-shirt he was wearing with White Life Matters, and Kathy Osborne, she wants $900,000 for the Black Lives Matter scam. What do you think? Was it Black Lives Matter was a scam or it was real? Now I'm confused.
What do you mean?
So Sharon Osbourne, she donated $900,000 towards Black Lives Matters campaign. Now that she saw Kanye West wearing White Lives Matters t-shirt, she came out online saying that she wants a refund of her $900,000 that she donated to Black Lives Matter campaign because she found out that this campaign was a scam. So now I want to know, was Black Lives Matter campaign was a scam? Because I'm hearing so many things, and then this young lady with Kanye West was wearing the white life matter. So I was at first I was like, was this a prank? Was this like a joke? Were they making a point? Like, I'm trying to still understand what was his purpose of wearing white life matters. To me, all life matters. That's just number one. That's me. But I understand the black life matters. But then now I don't understand what's doing with this t-shirt. Like, do you know more about it, Marcel? Can we ask our audience? What did he meant with the White Life Matters t-shirt? Because it made a whole commotion online. Everything went viral. He got millions of interviews, people asking him about what it is. Then P. Diddy has something to say. And I still don't really understand if this was real or was this a joke.
I think now I can only speak from what I saw of Kanye online talking about it, right? And now the thing is, he was on one of these shows like Fox News. So, Fox News, they're happy to put him on if he's talking about such a thing, as you can imagine, right? You got to imagine that. And he was just kind of going on Fox News talking about how what I got out of the interview was basically, look, Black Lives Matter is obvious. Black Lives Matter. So what's the big deal? Black Lives Matter. We know that. So what he kind of said was that, well, what if I wear a shirt that says White Lives Matter, right? Then it's the same thing. If he said Black Lives Matter, what's wrong with saying White Lives Matter? In fact, if you want, I'll play some of the interview if you want.
Yes, let's hear it, because I'm still trying to understand it. Sorry, guys.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll play some of the interview here, and then that way because you know what, if we bring it up, we gotta kind of clear it up a little bit. So let's talk about it. Here it is.
An evangelist that brought us to his office in Los Angeles today for the interview you're about to see. Days ago, during Fashion Week in Paris, West, accompanied by his friend Candace Owens, unveiled a T-shirt that read simply, "White Lives Matter." The response from the fashion industry and international media was instantaneous and uniform. Shock, horror, rage. There is no excuse for this, thundered the New York Times. West is legitimizing extremism, shrieked Rolling Stone, etc., etc. What was strikingly missing from the coverage, however, was any explanation for why West did this. What was the T-shirt about? No one seemed to think to ask him, much less to listen to what he had to say. Instead, the enemies of his ideas dismissed West, as they have for years, as mentally ill. Too crazy to take seriously. Look away, ignore him. He's a mental patient. There's nothing to see here. But is West crazy? You can judge for yourself as you watch what we're about to show you. He has his own ideas, we can say that. Creative people tend to. That's why they're artists, not actuaries. His free-form social media posts give the impression of a man channeling his rawest emotions right onto Instagram. The effect can be jarring and is often used as ammunition against him in the battle for influence over the minds of America's young people, and that battle is intense. But crazy? That was not our conclusion. In fact, we've rarely heard a man speak so honestly and so movingly about what he believes. But again, you can judge for yourself. Here it is. So you just came from Paris Fashion Week. You just landed, and you have a lanyard still on from it, and there's a photograph on it. What is that?
It's a photograph of a baby's ultrasound.
Why is that? And that you designed that?
Yes.
Why? What does that mean?
It just represents life. I'm pro-life.
Boy, so you wear it on a badge. What kind of response do you get? And good, amen, I agree.
I don't care about people's responses. I care about the fact that there's more black babies being aborted than born in New York City at this point. That 50% of black death in America is abortion. So I really don't care about people's responses. I perform for an audience of one, and that's God.
I'm starting to see why they want to make you be quiet. When did you start to feel this way? When did you start to realize this?
I really felt like, I think I started to really feel this need to express myself on another level when Trump was running for office and I liked him.
Yes.
And every single person in Hollywood, from my ex-wife to my mother-in-law to my manager at that time to, you know, my so-called friends / handlers around me, told me, like, if I said that I liked Trump, that my career would be over, that my life would be over. They said stuff like people get killed for wearing a hat like that. They threatened my life. They put my life. They basically said that I would be killed for wearing the hat. I had someone call me last night and said anybody wearing a White Lives Matter shirt is going to be greenlit, and that means that they're going to beat them up if they wear it. And I'm like, you know, okay, green light me then.
This is interesting. Can we? Do you want to still go, or what do you want to do, Saida? This is pretty interesting.
I'm listening. How long is it?
Being born in Atlanta.
That's pretty long.
And growing up on the south side of Chicago.
But I think we got the gist
You
of
can
it.
cut it off. You can cut it off.
Yeah, we got the gist of it. But so that's pretty much what's going on with it, right? And that's something that's pretty interesting, right?
I mean, this is what I think. I feel like when it comes to Kanye, he's pretty creative and impressive, and sometimes his delivery of what he really wants to express, it can be misunderstood a lot of time. But at the same time, it gets confusing because he wants to bring out a point, but then it gets confused. So I really I'm still trying to understand it. Like, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking that he's utilizing like reverse psychology a little bit.
I like him because that he says what he wants to say, and I think that's the best form of truth. Just say what you and he stands up and say, call me what you want, I don't care. He told the man point blank, I don't care what they think, you know, this is what I feel. I get a right to feel how I feel, but you got to respect that. I think so.
Yeah, but he caused a whole commotion that has everybody a little confused, but I do think that he uses a lot of reverse psychology, and he also utilized the media he knows how to trigger the media to bring all their attention to him too. He knows he's a man. He had been able to master that.
What if he wasn't trying to trigger the media and he just wanted to say what he wanted to say, and the media gets triggered?
That could be a possibility too, because I mean, but you should know, if you're gonna wear that T-shirt, you know it's gonna go viral. He comes from a family where they all did everything that they have done for their entire career is towards viral activities. So they know how to get their point across and how to do it. They all did it. His wife did it. His mother-in-law did it.
Man, I watched this whole interview. He talked about, I watched the whole interview, and we don't have time here, guys. Y'all can go online and get it. But he talked about how his dad, man, this is a deep interview. It's just so long we didn't get into it. But
yeah, I mean, I could tell like he has, I listened to the interview, not the whole thing, so I would like to listen to the whole thing. But I mean, I think he's a genius. That's how I looked at it. And not everybody is on the level to understand what he says. Like, you have to speak, and that's why they always say that he's crazy. But there's a thin line with genius and crazy. They pretty much on the same platform, because a lot of people not on that level to understand him. I understand many things, but he got me a little confused I'm like, what is he really trying to say with the Black Lives Matters? He trying to make a point. But now with this interview, it's more clear. And good for him. He's expressing himself. He's saying the truth and how he feels, and good for him, That's all I could say.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is right there, man. We put it down on the show. That's all I know. I know that.
I know. So, we had other things to cover, but the time has already run out on us. So we'll have to bring it back up next week at 6 p.m. with more goodies. For those that don't know, if you want to be part of the show, you're welcome to be part of the show. If you want to talk about anything, any subject, you can email me. You can call in and say, listen, I would like to be on your show next week or next couple of weeks. We could schedule an appointment. You can promote your business. Take advantage at this time to do these kind of things, because this is open book. Like, you can express yourself. We could talk about everything. And like I said, thank you for tuning in. Make sure next week you download the app, because it's going to be fully ready for you guys. And I'll see you next Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Much love and blessings, and be safe.
Yeah, baby. That is, welcome to the Saida Show. Empress Saida Show. Y'all are at the Empress Saida Show. Wanna say thank you for watching us. And you can go home and get on the bus. Thank you. All right, let me turn this music down, because you know YouTube don't like that. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Y'all take care of yourselves.